I hope this thing is working. It looks like it is. Wow, it actually worked almost instantly. That's kind of shocking. Alright. Where's Brave? Okay, so it actually turns out yesterday and today is just a light coding day, where I really don't do much. So I've just been working on the Steam store page. In fact, after today, I'll actually be done with the Steam page. Well, is that true? No, I have to like work on the logos and stuff. Well, I guess I'll be working on the logos and stuff today. So, yeah. So anyway, I was watching Shroud play New World because I didn't actually know it came out today. So, just watching a little bit of that because I kind of just don't really feel like doing any work. But, obviously, we gotta do stuff. And because tomorrow morning I gotta talk to Unreal, the Unreal Engine mentor that I hired from Fiverr, and then we're gonna try to figure out, what's wrong with my servers, where the client cannot find the server on the internet and all that stuff. Because I did actually find an option in the Steam backend for my game. There's actually a section for dedicated servers, but the problem is Steam wants it in some kind of CIDR notation. So that means that the IP address of the server / like an 8 or a 16. I don't even know what the hell that means. So hopefully the guy I talk to tomorrow will know. So I'm thinking that might actually be what the issue is. Because the development build works. So, and I already bought the server yesterday, so it's costing me $123 a month. So, and then I have to actually do a video on the Dragonflare Studio YouTube channel because I actually am not going to do a trailer video, but more like what is it, a tech demo explanation video? I think that's what it's called. And I'll just use that as the trailer for my game because it's a prototype game. I don't want any like the hype stuff. I actually really don't like that. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. But one day at a time. Alright, let's find out what's going on. Oh yeah, Black Lives Matter is actually organizing against uh, the vaccine lockdowns and shit. So, yeah, Justin Pearson is right. Let God, let's go, let God's will be done, and He'll just take care of all this stuff. So, all right. I mean, if the Democrats want to fight against their own creation and then oppress all the black people, well, isn't that going to be fucking ironic and hilarious, right? Yeah, they built up Black Lives Matter so strongly and now they're turning against the lockdown shit. So, I mean, I think it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going to happen. And yeah, the Black Lives Matter here in New York City is threatening a George Floyd style protest or shutdown or whatever. I hope it happens. I hope it happens because fuck this city. Fuck the fucking government of this piece of shit city. Fuck the lockdown. And fuck Mayor de Blasio. So I hope they all get what they fucking deserve and then Black Lives Matter like just shuts all this shit down. And then we'll see. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens because again, as I said in the last stream or a couple streams ago, like 72 or 77% of all blacks, right, in America are not going to get the vaccine, or so far they're unvaccinated. So if you're enforcing that vaccine mandate shit, it actually is going to pretty much oppress black people. So it's gonna be interesting fireworks. So because I don't care who protests against it, as long as people are protesting against it. I mean, I'm not going to be in New York City for much longer because I'm just going to move to whatever. Although, of course, at the rate cryptocurrency is going down, of course, we'll go over that. I might be stuck in New York for a little while longer, but I won't worry too much about it. Okay, so everything is down across the board from what I know. Chipmaker Micron forecast quarter revenue below estimates, which is funny because we have a chip shortage. When I actually could not get the Virginia server location yesterday. I actually wound up getting Phoenix because they're out of Virginia, and when I ordered Chicago, it routed me to Phoenix instead. So I think they're out of Chicago as well. So there's a lot of, I think Hopkins is now getting into NFTs. Yeah, there's definitely something real to NFTs. So I just have to understand what it is eventually. I mean, buying a pet runs on NFTs. But anyway, there's something really going on. So I definitely want to hear from Greg Manarino on this because crude oil is up today and now actually went down too. Right now, bonds are selling off and the dollar is getting really strong. So my guess is it has first of all the Republicans supposedly rejected some kind of bill today, so maybe it might be that. So everyone's afraid of the shutdown. It's all bullshit. Like there's first of all, if there's a shutdown, it doesn't really mean anything, and two, it like almost never happens anyway, except like that one or two times in the past 10, 15 years. And the media made it sound like it's the end of the world, but it's not, right? This is actually why we need to spread, Jesse Lee Peterson's teachings, or at least some form of Christianity, where people can stop being paranoid and fearful because, like, it's literally killing us, and it's very annoying. So, yeah, so there's that. Everyone's talking about the 10-year yield. So that probably will mean that the 10-year yield will get under some kind of control. All right, so bonds, yeah, so the bonds are selling off across the board. It's still not too bad, and that Greg Manarino index thing that he calls it, I mean, it's definitely rapidly approaching 100 at the rate things are going. So, yeah, look at that. The 20-year yield, holy shit, that thing went up a lot. So did the 30-year treasuries. Interesting, okay. Let me pause that. I probably never need to worry about this. So, because so far that asshole in Europe has not challenged any of my shit yet. And if he does challenge something, he's gonna have to challenge me in Europe because I'm all over the place now. And it's gonna cost him way more money to challenge each and every single one of my trademarks. So I haven't gotten that yet. Though I am kind of expecting it. So let me see. This was
okay, everybody. It is me.
All right, so let's take a look. I don't even need to look at the Bitcoin news because I already looked for the infrastructure stuff. Nothing. Nothing. And it's supposed to be a big deal, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, before we go on, I did retweet something here. Oh, this is actually a surprisingly popular thing. It's too bad that none of my tweets about my video games gets much traction, but like the stupid, well, I mean, it makes sense because this started as a political blog. It's kind of like stupid Jack Pasolic, where he started as Game of Thrones, then transitioned into politics. I'm like the reverse. Politics and then transition into like actual value created culture shit, which in this case would be video games, but yeah. But the good news is I do see that people will eventually resist this. So it's just a matter of how much more oppressive the governments want to get. That will actually that would actually just make the government even more illegitimate at that point. I also just realized that the National Guard is going to staff hospitals because so many workers quit. And I don't want to mention it, but it did make me realize it's a little bit like what someone used to say, but does it really mean anything? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, so far I haven't seen anything happen like it's supposed to, and they're still doing that shit in Arizona. So I mean, like it's just ridiculous. Ultra rich institutions. That's the thing too with the vaccine. Like soldiers are now required to get the vaccine. So obviously a lot of soldiers, I think it's about 50-50, right, as always, are refusing to get the vaccine. So is the plan to actually purge because I think because that's the thing. Are they trying to purge everyone of of everyone who has a free will and like asking questions so that the only people left controlling the government and the military are like these diehard, we'll follow orders no matter what. I mean, we're talking actual real Nazi shit here. Like, it's not making me comfortable. That's another reason why I don't like people actually resigning all over the place. I mean, it's a very high risk maneuver, and I don't know, but I can't worry about it, right? Because that's what Satan wants to make me whatever. So this is the article from Cointelegraph. So this was like from, I guess, this morning. I posted 5-6 hours ago. So I don't want to have to get into the whole thing, but basically I had a chart here that basically said, let me see. I mean, I can't really interpret any of this crap, but basically, all right, I don't want to go through all that. But basically, what's happening is the very rich people, like the top of the top, right? I assume they're the your billionaires, your Bill Gateses of the world, and the institutions, and then they're not telling anyone. They're buying up Bitcoin. At the same time, the people right below them, they're actually starting to get nervous, and they're actually dumping Bitcoin. So that's actually why there's a lot of selling volume. People who actually used to believe in Bitcoin are actually dumping crypto right now. But the only people scooping it up are the really rich people. So I guess your Michael Saylors, your Kathy Woods, Bill Gates, blah, 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 blah. So I was trying to figure out what that means. And basically what that tells me is, yes, Bitcoin will keep going up, but maybe other rich people are actually kind of paranoid about whatever's coming out of Washington, D.C., whether it's from today or the infrastructure bill. I guess they are expecting something kind of bad. And the SEC is clearly anti-cryptocurrency. It is clearly anti-cryptocurrency because they're going after XRP. They're giving the same treatment to Coinbase. And, I kind of just wish that Brian Armstrong would just come out and just say the SEC is an illegitimate institution. No guidance. They're threatening everybody. They're working for the big banks. And that's what he should say. All right? So, because they are, right? Just like the courts, they're illegitimate. Like, if you're saying, oh, they're violating the guidelines, well, what's the fucking guideline? Just tell them, and then they'll follow it. But we're just going to sue you. That's exactly what the SEC is doing. Why? Because the big banks don't want you to go free, right? Because our government is run by evil people, the agents of Satan, and they're also run by the big banks, and central banks, which are evil, right? And we're seeing that now. So we'll just have to see how it goes, how it plays out. But again, the more people are noticing this. So hopefully, something will snap at some point, but hopefully it will snap in our favor. Can't stopping it. Okay. Former Fed Chairwoman Yellen warns of clanging financial crisis meltdown.
Me, Gregory Manorino. It is Tuesday, September 28, 2021.
My is suffering so badly.
This is my lovely, of course, post-market wrap-up. People, what a day. A statement from former chairperson Janet Yellen sent this market, crude oil, into a tailspin after being higher earlier in the day. What did she say? So again, former Fed chairperson Janet Yellen explained that we're about to run out of money. The United States, the richest nation on earth, if you listen to a mentally retarded, leaders. Oh, really? What are they leading us to? How about the leading us all to the slaughter if you listen to these imbeciles? So the richest country in the world is about to run out of money if they don't raise the debt ceiling. Janet Yellen warned of a calamity, of a financial meltdown. The market didn't like to hear that. So we finished lower across the board. Crude oil was surging earlier. Reversed, finished lower. Doesn't matter. Crude oil, people, remember I'm telling you this. It's going much higher. Much higher in this environment. There was no doubt about it.
In fact, oil has been up like $7-8 straight up day after day. I had to pull back at some point.
So I wrote down so many things today, pages of stuff. I can't even talk about it all because I'll be here too long. But we'll cut through the nonsense and the garbage and the dog shit, and we'll put this all together. So like I said, stocks falling under pressure after Yellen Stein. Let's not forget her real name, Janet Yellen Stein.
Okay, so I didn't know it was Janet Yellen.
She's a stain upon the earth as well. She spooked the markets with her calamity and her meltdown, financial crisis. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I really don't. We're going to see how this thing plays out, and we will stay on the right side of this. There's no doubt about it. This whole thing is a shit show, and you all know that. So the richest nation on earth, we're so rich, we're about to run out of money. Make it up. Make that up. I dare you to do that. Okay, people, let's talk about a couple of other assets. Actually, let's refocus on the MMRI, Manarino Market Risk Indicator. This is not a day trading indicator. People, stop. Is something really wrong with many of you out here? Did I say this was a day trading indicator? I'm getting all these comments and emails and stuff. No, I did not say that. This is an indicator that measures overall market risk, not per day, okay? This indicator, this MMRI, it's fine. We're sitting fine here. We're still in a low risk zone. Actually, let's see what it is exactly, because I didn't check it prior to the market
How long does it take to get one stupid win?
I'm gonna let you know what this is right now. And if you want to find out more about this little indicator I came up with, which people, you think what you want. There's going to be a lot of really misinformed people trying to conjure up all kinds of things to mislead you. But the fact of the matter is, I have back tested this and it works. I invite you to back test it, okay? So we are sitting at 89.3. 50 to 100 is low risk. Moderate risk, 100 to 200. High risk, above 200. Extreme, above 300. So we're sitting pretty here with this. Nothing going on here. In my opinion, this dip should be bought.
That's too far back.
I invite you to back test it, okay? So we are sitting at 89.3.
That is really
50 to 100 is low risk. Moderate risk, 100 to 200. High risk, above 200. Extreme, above 300. So we're sitting pretty here with this. Nothing going on here. In my opinion, this dip should be bought. According to that indicator, this dip should be bought, and it should be bought. Period. The freaking end. Let's move forward here. Gold and silver falling under pressure yet again, and I continue to hear from more and more of you. I get it. I understand. Look, if you're frustrated, join the party. But at the same time, it don't faze me at all. These are long-term holds. You know that. The debt is in a hyper bubble. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the debt is not in a hyper bubble. We have a risk-on environment right now, despite the fact that the market took a hit today after what Janet Yellen said. We also heard from the other thing, Jay Powell, today, and we'll talk more about that too in a moment. So when you have a risk-on environment, these things happen. Cash just moves out of assets and goes into the stock market with margin debt now at another new all-time record high. But you must be hedged. You must be attacking this from every angle. And that's why you are holding physical gold, physical silver. You're trading the market if you are so inclined. You're owning large cap dividend paying stocks if you are so inclined. You're in the crypto space if you are so inclined. Now with crypto, I told all of you yesterday or today, I think yesterday, crypto is going to fall under more pressure. I am certain of it. Okay, so just be ready for that too. It's a volatile space. It's not for everybody.
Is down to like 22.6 because
But
another
personally, I
big
think it
whale
needs to be in your
dumped all
portfolio.
his
You know my take on this, people.
liquidity.
You know my take on this.
There are a couple hundred
10-year yield higher, no surprise. Crude, I'm sorry.
How much is
The dollar higher, but again, instead of
the
focusing on
APR
these
is
things
going down, too.
individually
You
like
really
we
shouldn't
used
be
to
doing
do,
that.
I know a lot of you are fixated on that number. Forget fixating on the number. We're going to look at the MMRI, which takes the debt market relatively as a whole and puts it into an equation that we can follow very simply. Okay? And again, for those critics out here, I dare you to back test it. I dare you. Instead of coming out here just trying to make me look bad. Oh, Greg's indicator is stupid. Doesn't work. Duh. Mental retards. That's what we're dealing with here. You can't make this stuff up. But like I said, I dare them to back test it. Look at the last several market tops right before the crashes, and you tell me where that indicator was. Rocket scientists that you are. All right, so let us move forward here. You know, let's talk about this real quick. So yes, the entire market fell under pressure, but more so tech. Why? It's that rising yield environment. You have to understand why this mechanism is occurring here. there's a mechanism with regard to the tech sector that is priced in that, unfortunately, when rates rise, well, it hits the tech sector more than any other sector. Now, understanding that mechanism, just sit tight here, okay? The market needs to find a balance, and I think it will. The market is trying to do several things right now. It's trying to price in what the Fed may do, okay? Is there going to be a rate hike sometime soon? But again, gauging from the MMRI, we're sitting pretty. We are sitting pretty, and I want you to start focusing on that instead of what the 10-year yield is doing in the dollar, because I told you there is a mechanism here. I've told you this for years. And I found a way, I think at least, that works to combine the two into a rational number that we can understand. So anyway, like I was saying, with regard to the NASDAQ tech sector, this is the discounting mechanism that it gets priced in to tech stocks when yields rise. But
taking for fucking ever to do anything.
Okay, sit tight with regard to that. Let us move forward here, people. I'm actually going backwards. So not only did we hear from Janet Yellen, again, warning on the market, calamities and crashes and everything else here, we heard from Jay Powell, the Fed chairperson. He's the same bullshit, okay? Economy will improve in this second half. The economy continues to get stronger. And then he was asked several questions about insider trading. Did you catch that? We have two Fed presidents, Rosengren and Kaplan, who are resigning. There's no arrests here. They're just resigning, being caught insider trading. But you see, Jay Powell himself, he said this. It was a coincidence that he just happened to be buying the same assets that the Federal Reserve was buying. So the Fed chairperson himself is caught up in this. But you think there's going to be arrests? Do you believe that the current Fed chairperson is going to be taken away in handcuffs? How about there's just no way that that's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, look at all this shit that's happening now and since 2020. No fucking arrests.
I think you know that. Oh, we found this out too. With regard to economic news, so our trade deficit continues to get worse. Imagine my shock. And Powell, going back to him, he admits, I'm all over the place with this, that inflation issues are not getting better. In other words, they're not so transitory as that lying piece of dog shit tried to convince all of us. You can't make this stuff up, people. So U.S. consumer confidence basically fell off a cliff today. Another piece of economic news, as inflation continues to surge. Let me ask you, people, all of you, seriously, do you believe that a person, let's say like Powell, insider trader over there, should be held accountable for lying, for telling the American people that inflation was not widespread, in other words, it was contained, that inflation is not, he's not worried about inflation at all because it's transitory. But consumers here clearly realize, okay, this is the news today, consumer confidence plunges on inflation worries. And it's getting worse. It's going to get much worse. A second wave of inflation is coming. It's going to be bigger than the last one. So do you believe that someone like Fed Chair Powell should be held accountable? He won't. No matter what you say, no matter what you believe, these people are untouchable. Absolutely unfreaking touchable. Can't make this stuff up, people. You really can't. You know what? I got a lot more stuff here, but I think I'm going to end this video. It's getting kind of long. I don't like them when they're too long anyway. So let's just summarize real quick. A market today that took a hit on the back of a warning from former Fed chairperson Janet Yellen of calamity, financial crisis, meltdown, because we're about to run out of money. The richest country in the world. It's a joke. We're the biggest debtor nation in the history of the world. We owe more than any other nation on the world. If you took all of them and combined it, we owe more than all that. We're the laughing stock. We have been the laughing stock of the world for years. Okay, and no one wants to do a damn thing about it. Every president will continue to borrow more than the previous one, just like Trump did, just like Obama did, and everybody else. They must continue to borrow more cash into existence. But they can't tell you what these people won't tell you is the debt-based economic model demands that more debt be borrowed. And here's the proof. It's in your face. We're about to run out of money. Okay, the richest nation in the world about to run out of cash. That's because we need to borrow more into existence just to sustain where we are. So Janet Yellen is correct. Without more borrowing, we go back into Mad Max. It's just over. The way of life that you think you're this
I don't
fantasy
know.
land around
I
you will
don't know
change
how much I
overnight.
agree with that. That doesn't seem to make too
I
much
don't
sense.
believe they're going to allow the debt to default. If they do, that would be pretty epic. It would be a first ever in
And that'll
history,
never happen. We
and
will
it
never
won't be
default.
pretty. But again, we're heads, you and me. I don't care what happens. I really don't
Well, then
care.
again, we
I don't.
might become
All I
like the
want is for
Soviet Union,
you
right?
and for me to be on the right side.
All right, we might be like the Soviet Union because after we pulled out of Afghanistan, Russia said the exact same thing. Like the Soviet Union fell a few years after they pulled out of Afghanistan. So America is like technically on the exact same path. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So, shit. Okay, so my guys survived. That's good. Hmm. I need something that will, because I'm actually playing Mighty Party, right? Oh, that is beautiful. That is exactly what I want to have happen. So, yeah, I mean, does it? Okay, well now I'm losing, so and still in the middle of this, so I'm just gonna forfeit. So, I don't know. Could that really happen? We run out of cash. I don't really remain convinced because fiat currency and fiat money does work. The problem is, we're just kind of spiraling a little bit out of control. I mean, I took $500 and I turned it into 254 grand, right? And then now I'm still enjoying the fruits of that labor, even though a lot of that fortune is gone. It's gonna come right back, plus a lot more than 254K. I'm expecting to be a millionaire when this is all said and done and over. Whenever stupid, retarded Bitcoin ever decides to get off its fat, lazy ass, of course. But I don't know. There's just a lot of contradictions. It's very similar to perfect peace, like JLP says, right? Is it possible to live a life of perfect peace with no anger? At first, I actually thought that was ridiculous, but knowing my personal struggles, both with fear and spirituality and coming back to Christianity, and really money specifically, right? Because I break all of the rules that everyone believes when it comes to money. That's why I don't have to worry about money anymore, right? Because, I mean, seriously, how hard is it to just dump money into like a DeFi platform or MDEX or Pancake Swap and just get free money every day? Every second, I should say, right? And you don't do any more work afterwards, right? That completely contradicts everything that we know about money, but yet it happens. So that is the gift from God. So why not apply that same kind of logic to everything else in life? So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. And yeah, I'm beginning to see things a little more clearly too because of the silent prayer and all that stuff. Like I went out today to get some halal card, and I don't know, for the first time, right? I've always seen this before, but now I look at it a somewhat different way. Like, I actually see all these people. Like, I saw a kind of really fat white guy working the Verizon truck, right? It was, doing something. I guess he was putting something away in the truck. I saw a fat black lady with a mask on, like full mask and everything. And I couldn't help but think, wow, these people actually have no idea what's going on. And they're living lives based literally on lies, right? Their whole lives are based on fear and lies, and like that's like, wow, Satan is like in full control here. It's not their fault. I can begin to actually see that. I'm like, man, if I got out there, made the game, hopefully it gets, well, not hopefully, it will get popular if I stick with it, and then spread the JLP message, right? People forgive mom and dad. Like everything would change. Everything would change for the better. So it's an interesting perfect storm situation we got going on in America and really worldwide, right? I mean, I never actually thought Black Lives Matter. Like there's a reason for everything that happens. So, if God intended for Black Lives Matter to ultimately get rid of, the vaccine lockdowns and shit, I'd be like, wow. I'd be like, wow. You know, and it's actually nice for a change to actually not be on the other receiving end of the battering ram of the shit-lived, autarky. I heard Beardson was making a game. Really? I didn't, I didn't know he was a coder. Do you have like some kind of link I could look at, where or clip or something where he said he was considering making a game? Because as far as I know, I'm the only one that was making a game. In fact, I was actually thinking about just doing my tech demo on the stream as well, but I think, well, I'm gonna have to live stream it anyway because I want to put something up on the Dragon Flare YouTube anyway. But that's good, yeah, that's good. I'm very happy for Beardson. I don't know what kind of game he's making, and I don't know if he's gonna teach himself programming or he's gonna have someone help him make it or whatever. But yeah, I definitely wish him a lot of luck because the first problem he's gonna encounter is anger and frustration, and I had to really use a lot of Christianity to overcome that. But that's good. Also, well, actually, I have seen you in the YouTube before. Well, no one's actually named Short, so I can say your name. So yeah, but yeah, but definitely, yeah. I actually want to see. I mean, he'll have to pay. I assume he's gonna make like a PC game, right? So he's gonna list the game on Steam. So he's gonna have to pay the $100 fee. He talked about it last stream on YouTube. Beardson Beardly chilling. Beardson's still on YouTube? I thought he was banned on everything. Gab.com Beardson Beardly. Let's take a look. What? What? Oh, I'm really just trying to look for his YouTube. Do you have his YouTube thing? I mean, obviously, I have to watch or avoid anything that might get me. Hey, there's Cool Cheese Guy. JD Vance. Oh, yeah, that's the fake conservative guy, right? JD Vance, that is. Oh, okay, I better not read that out. Kathy Zhu. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I could go on YouTube. Let's see. This is the new U.S. gigantic aircraft carrier shocked the world. What? I like the thumbnail on this carrier. Obviously, that has to have computer graphics. Don't fall for the whale games. Okay, I do need to actually watch this, but I don't want the stream to go on too long. Also, I kind of want to get back and watch New World, with Shroud play New World. 60 unseen German photos of World War II, the most savage and devastating war in... Hey, this is in color. Okay, I'm very curious.
60 rare authentic German World War II photos you must see, part 9.
Okay, I don't want any music. Okay, there's a German tank, 3 Renault FT tanks captured by the Wehrmacht and pressed into service. Overall, Germans use around 650 of these. Oh, wow. Okay. Keeping war on the Eastern Front in late 1941. They actually seem pretty comfortable and well fed. Well, that's probably before the Russian winter hit. Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzers. Wow. Yeah, these fucking Hetzers were so devastating in World of Tanks, man. For a tier 4, it packs such a huge punch. They actually had to nerf the armor on it because it did a lot of damage, it did it really fast, and the armor, especially its frontal armor, was just impossible to penetrate, even with gold ammo. two old men of Volkssturm fighting with an MG81. I didn't know they had an MG81. Because I actually put in the MG42 in my game. Because I need something that's like copyright free. The man on the left is I better not read that. A platoon leader and the blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, let's see. That looks like a Tiger tank. A Tiger 1. I can't even pronounce that, but it's a Tiger 1. Yeah, I easily recognize the Tiger tanks. They're like the most famous tank probably. A Jagdpanzer 1. That's Hitler Youth. Wow, they look. Oh, I can see. Oh, they all have that Richard Spencer haircut. I guess that's where he stole it from. Open fire on Polish positions. This is an artillery battery station. Waffen SS soldiers, a Marder, 3 tank destroyer. I don't see the tank destroyer anywhere. How come a couple of these photos are in color? We're a rare Harman Muster smock. What's this one? A tractor factory in Stalingrad. Wow. Well, I'm glad YouTube didn't ban this shit. Okay, high-ranking Nazi funerals. Okay, I can't even read like half of what this shit's saying. Looks like a tank division. Just want to see if there are any more color photos. Karius with his Tiger 1 and crew pose for a picture for Home 55 group. Huh. Let me turn off the subtitles because I could have sworn off. Yeah, the front of a Tiger 1 usually has like that. This thing has a lot more. The lower glacis, that's this part down here below the upper glacis. That thing's a lot more sloped in this picture. It's very different from like the games. Interesting.
In the
This is the U.S. And they decided it's currently America. We're not going to. They want to carry the new zone. Would use less coins and burst around. London Nimitz would be replacing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not. Well, we're not in any position to make any new shit right now. I'm gonna guess this is him. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to find this. But obviously, hey Ryan. Wait. Join July 20th. Yeah, so he did get banned and he just read a new one. Okay. I mean, I assume this is his thing. Let's redirect. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he got banned. Yeah, because I'm blank too when you check my clips and whatever on Trovo. Chillin'. Well, I can see where you get the word from because he titles his thing Chillin'. Alright, well, definitely keep me posted on his game, especially if he's got like some kind of tweet or whatever. It's the one for 15. Yeah, that's his most recent stream. Yeah, so what happened, Ryan, I actually found out a little bit more. So what happened was everybody on Trovo got banned who did political content. They especially banned every single right-wing person they could. They made an exception for Jesse Lee Peterson, probably because he's black, so they don't want to ban a black guy, right? But everyone else, like Hate Report, me, Beardson, probably Culture War Criminal, even though he's a piece of shit, he probably got banned. I think Ethan Ralph, I still have him blocked, and I'm still going to keep it that way. I think he definitely must have gotten banned. Actually, yeah, he probably did get banned because I looked at the Odyssey replies, and I actually see Ethan Ralph and some of his fans just talking about, you better not ban Ethan, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, but yeah, everyone got banned because I actually did a Google search for Trovo mass ban, and I actually got a couple of search results here, right? And then of course Odyssey itself from 6 days ago has this tweet, right? For all new users coming from Trovo, check out our guides, blah blah blah, on how everything works, and welcome. We told you Trovo sucks. Massive F word with with me adding a couple extra words there. So yeah, it's just a complete purge. It's so weird. Like I have to admit, I am so disappointed in Tencent. Right? I mean, I can kind of understand TikTok having to ban people, but they only banned like Saint Nick and his crew, right? But they didn't ban like what was, I don't remember, what was the fake conservative that's named Hunter something, right? And then there's another guy that also is named Nick, right? I know Saint Nick went after that Nick a lot. Like they didn't ban all the fake conservatives on TikTok, just a couple people. Trovo just banned everyone. It's like seriously, like they probably got a letter from the ADL or SPLC, and then they cucked and cowered like massive F words, and you know, well, I gotta be careful because I can't say what I really want to say. But they were total cowards, and they were all acting like women, right? Fearful, angry women, and just banned everyone. It's like so disappointing. I expected better from Tencent. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, I'm not making a deal with Tencent then, because there's no point. It's like I'd rather just work with an American company at that point, because at least I won't have to deal with China. Because believe it or not, China is actually kind of pissing me off between the China FUD bullshit that they're doing in crypto, and then now this Tencent shit. It's like, and they still kind of don't care, right? So I'm like, all right, I mean, yeah, they're my ancestral people and homeland, but you're gonna act like a stupid effing asshole. I'm gonna act like an even bigger stupid fucking asshole. China Trovo probably didn't care, but the Western Division they hired to keep order had a problem. Yeah, I think that's probably what it is, but no, I'm not gonna let the buck stops with the leadership. So they could order the Western Division from China to say, go tell them to go F themselves. Don't ban these people, or only ban a couple. Because they are all shit libs from Cali. Yeah. I mean, I still have my contact in Trovo. Let me see. Alright, Luke something. Okay, I'm going to have to go all the way to the bottom down here. This was a while ago. Oh yeah, the one person that has not gotten banned yet again was Spiritson. Like, he's definitely a very strong survivor. Oh, she changed her picture. I thought Chris Emerson got banned on Twitter. Oh, well, that's good. He's still here. Okay. Oh boy, he really had to go. He really had to go incognito there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he unfollowed me or blocked me, because I have been saying a lot of shit about Trovo too. So maybe I had a contact. No, maybe I skipped over his name, because this is one advantage not following back too many people on Twitter, because I actually use this to try to find people. Okay, let me see. Where? I could have sworn he looks older in that picture. Did I skip over his name? No, here we go. Yeah, I skipped over his name. Okay, so he did not block me. Yeah, it's this guy. I thought he had 400,000. No, I'm confusing with this. I don't know. I could actually call him up. I could actually direct message him and just ask him to find out exactly what happened to me. But I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be able to whatever. And I don't want to get Luke in trouble, because he seems to be a really stand-up guy. He and Michelle Malkin also follow back each other, so I assume he's kind of on our side, right? But if he gets outed for who he really is, they're gonna fire him, and I'll just make the situation worse. So, Yo, Andy Nago has a video on his Twitter of Greece. Check it out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind screwing around because to be honest, I don't feel like doing any freaking work at all, man. I really should do some work, but I don't care. You know, because it turns out that yeah, the ego actually makes you feel like, hey, you're not doing any work. Maybe you should do something. That's actually Satan talking to me, so I don't want that. Oh yeah, and if you're sick and tired of the American news or any news media, set your trends to Uganda. All right, it works beautifully. You not only will you not understand what's going on, but they have none of the fucking Western news bullshit. And you can go. All right, let me see. The arrested suspect in the Antifa shooting in Olympia, Washington, is Benjamin Anthony Varela. After the shooting, he ran a nearby alley and discarded his uniform. I investigated his background and found out it was direct ties to Antifa. Okay. Interesting. They were able to find him. That's good. Okay, a large group of... Is it this one? I kind of need to make sure... I don't know. There might be depictions of violence because, you know, YouTube tends to... Jesus. Chad Loader has been trying to deny he is a far-left extremist in order to rebrand himself as a journalist. So he can learn credibility, smear campaigns, lie. He doesn't want the public to see his video where he was introduced as an Antifa member. Okay. I assume you mean this one. Okay. Alright. I'm going to mute this. A large group of Antifa gather outside a school in Greece. They accuse some students there of being racists. Shortly after his video, students inside rushed out and a street brawl broke out. Well, it's good to know the globalists and tribes and central banks are sending Antifa F-words here too. They look a little different though. You know, it'd be funny if the asshole that I'm suing in Europe right now because he lives in Greece also happens to be a member of Antifa. That would just be hilarious. He definitely has the physiognomy for it because I actually finally saw a picture of him. He actually looks a lot like Hassan Piker. I'm like, oh my god, I am filing a lawsuit against an actual communist shitlib. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Which one is which? I can see some of the people laughing at the Antifa, I think, especially these girls, I think. Alright, so I assume these guys are the Antifa. I actually can't tell who the hell is who. And why are they targeting this particular school? Okay, they go in, they start a street brawl. Where are the cops? Okay, so you got some Antifa girls, I think, joining in on the Antifa side. Okay. Well, I didn't see much happen there, so that's good. Oh, this is the good part. A large... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Okay, I want to be careful here. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I think I see the black block uniforms, right? And the masks and shit. I wish I could play the whole thing, but, you know, I gotta be kind of careful here. But one thing I want to look at, so not only are the Antifa not wearing masks, or very few people, but the students don't look like they're wearing masks either. So based on what I can see from here, at least the vaccine lockdown shit hasn't infected Greece too badly yet. Yeah, they have violence, so don't play it. Check it out later. Yeah. No, I mean this is screenshots are fine. Oh, excuse me. How to... Okay. What the hell? This is one of the reasons why I try to avoid news, because all that's going to happen is just going to try to make me angrier. Let me see. Tom Cotton. Thomas Massey is also pretty based. I actually always heard that he was a cuck, and then all of a sudden he's like doing a 180 or something. Or maybe he was always an alpha Chad, and then everything else is just lies about him.
I understand that you're the principal military advisor, that you advise, you don't decide, the president decides. But if all this is true, General Milley, why haven't you resigned?
copyrighted. Let me not play that. That is the one Snoop Dogg video I do like. I know people are going to get the vax, but decide not to after seeing the force used by police in Australia, and the Biden contradicts their own statement on Monday. This isn't a right. It's about personal choice. Yeah. Yeah, and they're going to have a lot more problems because now Black Lives Matter is going to protest against it. So good luck to the Democrats on enforcing this lockdown. I mean, they can easily bully conservatives, fine, but what are you going to do when you're up against Black Lives Matter, right? Especially after you built them up to the level that you did. Also, there's a lot of money in Black Lives Matter. There's actually a lot of trademarks related to Black Lives Matter. So there's serious money being made off of it. Corporations are not going to let, like, it's actually poetic justice. Like, these assholes that we don't like, these agents of Satan are now going to just have at each other. So, good, you know? Just, you know, I'll sit comfortably here making whatever money I can from my crypto shit. Because I assume Bitcoin and whatever is going to go down further. And I'm just going to keep working on my game. Alright? I'm going to keep working on my game. Actually, yeah. I'm kind of curious. Oh, man. Oh, if Beardson has to do trademark stuff, oh, man. He's going to, like, have such a nightmare with that shit. Trump supporters believe they are owning the left by refusing to take the vax. In a country where elections are decided on radio, does it not? Blah blah blah. Simply drop dead. It's showing that someone is refusing it to own the left. It's clear about back in radio, U.S. Okay. COVID deaths. I don't know. How do I even read this? Also, I know that everything's getting whatevered. Comedian, whatever her face is, joins a new blah blah. Okay. Going to speak at AmpFest. Yeah. To all probably you are true heroes. So that was a lie. I can't stand this stupid fuck. Wait, he's working for Will Chamberlain now? That's hilarious. He's now working for Will Chamberlain. Well, I mean, that money is good. Kathy Holt's daughter-in-law is a top lobbyist at a pharma firm. You know. I have similar quoting. Become my apostles. I don't know what the Christian way of looking at this is, but okay. I mean, maybe this is okay if Elijah has declared fealty to Jesus Christ, but if he did not, he's not supposed to technically be saying that. Okay. Oh, and then he retweeted that. Oh, you can now get a 90-day Facebook ban for pointing out the negative effects of obesity. It's now considered hate speech. Oh, boy. I hope Odyssey doesn't cuck out, but... Oh, that's the other thing, too, before I want to go. Odyssey is... I think they have their app out on the Apple iStore, and they're trying to get their app on Google Play, and they'll be approved whenever. Now I'm a little, like, about Odyssey, because obviously all the people who got banned on Trovo are now on Odyssey, and then they're going to, you know, say their truthful stuff. And it's going to clearly violate the terms of service of Google and Apple. So what's going to happen when Odyssey, you know, gets the inevitable email? We have taken down your thing because of hate speech, and you're creating white supremacy. Ban these accounts, and you can be back. I mean, Rumble caved, Parler caved, and Getter is already part of, you know, globalists, right? You know, even though Jason Miller does his best. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, you had Brazil trends, now you have Uganda. Yeah, because what was happening was in my Brazil trends on Twitter, I was getting fucking news about Donald Trump and, like, American shit. It's like, And then the problem is Brazil's got their own problems too. Like they have the exact same problem, left versus right. But things are better in Brazil politically. I just don't want to fucking read that stuff. All right, I just don't want to read it because A, I can't do anything about it. B, I'm already trying to overcome anger, right? Because it's actually going to cause me lots more problems until I get rid of it completely. And then two, I just don't want to hear it because I already know everything that needs to be known about politics shit. All right, we all know. We all know. It's just a matter of what's gonna be done about it. Which actually brings me to Saint Nick. I can't believe I can't even fucking say his name. I refer to him as Saint Nick. But Saint Nick, actually, I caught a glimpse of his show either yesterday or 2 shows ago. I don't even remember. It was obviously recent. He actually said that his developers are working pretty hard on expanding the .live website so that he could become, basically he could start competing against. Oh, they took away 200 of my followers. Great. So that he could have, a competing platform, right, for streamers and stuff. So even if all this political shit doesn't work out for Saint Nick, the important thing is he's still building stuff, right? So believe it or not, the biggest threat Saint Nick can do in the meantime is actually the development of the .live website. I can't even say the URL. Because that's going to be a lot harder for globalists to shut down. Like, what are you going to do? Shut down the fucking internet? Right? Bjergsen's making a game, or at least he said he's going to make a game. I believe it. Right? He's a gamer. He's got the same anger issues I do, apparently. Right? And he could always hit me up for advice. Because we're still cool with each other. I don't talk on Twitter or anything, but, he's still on Twitter. And I'm on Gab, so he could just message me whenever. And, I'm building my game. Jesse Lee Peterson, believe it or not, his Christian organization, Bond, is nationwide. I know he has a trademark on it, too. So I know it makes money, which means he can keep expanding. So, we are building shit, right? We are building stuff, right? Unlike Jack Posobiec and Will Chamberlain, where they're just building, like, these, grifter, fake right-wing sites. And then Mike Sarich is still just kind of just keeping a low profile. But that makes sense because, let me see. Yeah, still on the loose. Turn on, there's no national manhunt, no one cares. Because how can... They're really elite, real men out there. What does this say? I'll read what you said, Ryan, in just a second. Intoxicating perfume. Yeah, when I build my castle in Tampa, Florida, or wherever I build it, but hopefully in Tampa, I'm going to make sure it's going to have very good European architecture. It's going to have the nice lights. It's obviously going to have lights and whatever. It's going to look really nice against the nighttime backdrop and all that stuff. So, because, yeah. I wouldn't have
anything like this crazy glowy. That's not the style I'm going for. I want something more, Europeanly. That's not even a word. I want something more traditional in the medieval tradition, European medieval tradition. But my castle's gonna have windows though. I don't want to go completely full medieval. Okay, I still want the comforts of modern day technology. I want the feel and definitely the look of a real castle. McDonald's originally prepared French fries, tasty chemical. Oh God. Yeah. So about patients, they are fine healthcare workers. Yeah, that's a good point. So anyway, the point is, Mike counts as half, right? I followed him because he had the same exact energy as Saint Nick did back in 2015, 2016. But Mike Cernovich chose to just hang it up. I get it. He's got a wife. That's Shauna. She's actually really cool. And she's got 2 kids. But, the problem is, he said he's agnostic. He's a former Christian. That's literally the reason why he's being held back. So until he overcomes that, comes back to Christ, he's not going to be building anything. Should I not say Saint Nick on YouTube videos? Well, you can say whatever. It's just I have to be careful what I say. But yeah, you could say whatever. I mean, obviously, don't say any of that violence. Don't spam like the N word in the YouTube chat. Obviously, stuff like that. Should I not say I have multiple times before? Whoops. Well, I don't. Yeah, yeah. But like I said, you're fine. I have to be careful, not you. You have more freedom. I don't have shit for freedom. Bruh, I am in queue number 4,000 down from 8,000 in the New World game, sir. Oh yeah, New World is completely slammed. That's why I'm just watching the game. It's probably too late for me to buy the game and then get all the names that I want, right? I want Titania for a female character. I want Harbinger for my male character. And a couple other characters. Like, those names are gone, 100%. I do own Titania in Star Wars The Old Republic, though. I still have that. So, unless they deleted my account for being inactive for several years. And the European Union servers have also crashed in New World as well. But that was a few hours ago, according to Shroud. At least it wasn't... Yeah, so New World actually does a really smart thing. It's actually basically free to play. It's a one-time $40 fee, and you can play like a AAA MMO game forever. Right? Because all the money is in the microtransactions. It's not in the subscription, right? That's why World of Warcraft is eventually going to die, right? I mean, yeah, because Blizzard's, too busy raping all their female employees, but it's really because the monthly subscription, what's the word I'm looking for? The mandatory monthly subscription fee model is dead. You can't sustain that. I know Final Fantasy XIV also does the same thing, but they're going to run into the exact same problem. So, yeah. Yeah, I thought I said Blizzard, right? Yeah, Blizzard. Yeah, because yeah. I mean, it's true. I actually read the sexual assault complaint, at least parts of it, that, from, what, a month ago or whenever it was breaking news a couple months ago, right? I don't want to repeat the details, but yeah, I'm not surprised that woman killed herself. Because they were passing specific types of nudes of her around the office. Like, that's just... And then laughing about it. My God. My God. I'm going to make sure all my employees forgive their mom and dad, and then they do everything the right Christian way, so that shit never even enters anyone's mind. They're just like, oh, you two had premarital sex, so are you two going to get married? And if they say no, I'm going to be like, well, okay, but you two need to stop seeing each other then if, you're not going to get married. Because it's not good. Alright? And I can say that because I only had sex with a woman once. I was a virgin before that, and the only reason why I was led astray was because of Roosh V and all the pickup artist stuff. But what happened was Roosh V's sister died, and then Roosh V came back to Christ, and then he saw the error of all of his ways. And then I saw that interview we did with Jesse Lee Peterson, and that completely changed everything for me. It was like, okay, question solved, no more, fuck it. No more pickup artist shit. Were you able to forgive my parents? Yes. I thought I actually mentioned that before. Yeah, I did that a long time ago. I believe last Thanksgiving, maybe it was, I don't know how long it's been. It feels like it's been a long time, but I think it's relatively recent. And it's true. Yeah, I went up to mom and dad. I was scared. I was actually fearful and scared. The morning / late morning, right? And I had to get on the subway to go see mom and dad. All right. I was a little nervous. I was like, remember, JLP said this. This would happen. It'd be Satan talking to you, talking out. He says, you don't have to do it. You don't do this. Here's the blah, 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 blah. Kept ignoring it. I remember I was walking to mom and dad's house. I was putting my hand on the door, and I was like, put my hand on the door. I was like, if you want to be a man, Jason, that's my nickname. You're gonna do this. You pussy out, you will never go free. Yeah, you'll be rich, but you'll never be free. So what's the point? It's like, yeah, let's just get this over with. It's like, and I started asking myself, why am I so scared? This actually doesn't make sense. I listen to JLP, and some people don't do it, and their parents pass away, and it's so unfortunate. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, there actually is a way. If the parent you need to forgive dies, I think it's just different and a little more difficult. Because now you have to go within and then try to forgive from there. But it's just going to be a little. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Yeah, but that's the first step. So yeah, everything JLP says is 100% correct because I did it myself. So all that I need now is to keep doing the silent prayer, which I definitely do. I never even question it. Like I listen to a lot of people on Jesse Lee Peterson's show. A lot of people either don't do the silent prayer or they don't stick with it. It actually really surprises me. It actually surprises me. But and then not surprisingly, they have all these problems. I've had problems too, but they're actually not really that bad. Like, what do I have to really worry about? And they're all self-inflicted too. Like, who told me to get these trademarks, right? Who did that? I did. Who told me to go sue all these people, right? Well, I did, right? It's no one else's fault. Right? Who told me to make a game? Right? So, that's how it goes. But like I saw some of the show today, and I caught up on his church session from Sunday, and yeah, I go through these hardships because I have to paraphrase it, but basically these hardships I should be grateful for because it toughens up my character. Even before I became a born again Christian, I always knew that was true. That's why I got as far as I did, right? So, yeah, because it's God preparing me for what is to come, right? So, and yeah, I'm not alone in dealing with trademark stuff. It happens all the time. Yeah, but I like that. I like this discussion. I like these discussions. It'll be kind of cool to have these kind of big time discussions while I'm doing the coding streams once the game is out. And then we'll end it on this. SteamDB blog post. So here's like a nice little... What? Oh, that's Cloudflare. So here's a nice little game that I think I might wind up beating. All right, at least to start. Right, this is 26 in game. They usually have like 26 up to 100 players at any time. I know their charts. Yeah. What's this? 128. So yeah, 120 something. So let me see. So like as usual, they have a huge spike at the beginning and then it tapers off. When I look at their patches history, they had a lot of patches at first, and then over time they slow down. Oh wow. They had multiple patches within 1 week. Okay. For the first 3 months. And then they had a January patch. Then the next patch was 3 months later, and then their patching slowed down a lot. Now I actually played this game. I mean, it's kind of fun, but there's really not much to do. And it's clearly obvious to me why this game doesn't grow, because they've stopped working on it, probably because they're not making any money, and they're not developing new content. You have to keep developing new content, right? This is an ongoing service. If you want people, if you want, what is it? Yeah, if you want to grow, you need to provide a service and then keep growing your services. All right? All there is in this game is basically team deathmatch. I think there's a capture the flag, but I don't remember. But there's not much to it at all. I start with a nice FPS 3.0. And I start with a nice advantage because this template that I'm using for my game already has 6 game modes, right? I don't know what this kill confirmed is. I assume it's kill the VIP. The Yield League lottery will be picked in 2 days. The prize is 36,000 Algorand. Isn't that like $1 million? Let's go. Every 7 days. Yield League gets 33% APY. Man. See, this is why the governments want to shut down crypto. Alright? Because you're getting 33% interest per year for a lottery ticket. Right? Imagine going to like the New York State Lottery here. You pay like $5-10 for those stupid scam scratch-offs, and you don't get anything in return unless you win. Imagine getting paid 33% interest in a year to take those risks, and you never lose money. Well, I hope you win. I mean, maybe God or Jesus Christ can, wave and fiddle their magic wand a little bit to tilt the odds in your favor. First, ASA on Algorand. I don't know what ASA is for DeFi, whatever that means, but I'm loving it so far. Hey, yeah. Well, I'm glad. Good for you, man. I mean, whatever it takes to make that money. How much is Algorand? $1.63. Yeah, everyone's just getting hammered here. Still not bad despite all the crap, but I am expecting whatever it is that some rich people are afraid of. I actually think they have a real legit reason to be afraid of. They probably know something on the inside that we don't. So I'm just preparing for that. And even Greg Manarino, of course, just said, yeah, prepare for more pressure on cryptocurrencies. Yeah, but Algorand is still way, way above. I mean, it's still way above its previous. Yeah, it's still at all-time highs, and now it's just consolidating. So it'll probably go back up once the overall crypto market recovers. I mean, we might as well just write off September. Like, this entire week is total dog shit. Next Monday will just have to be better. Right? October should be our month, because it's getting closer to the final moments. So, Algorand creator having event with the Mayor of Miami next month. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, the Mayor of Miami is really pro-crypto. I mean, I know he's a Democrat, but he's super pro-crypto. I don't know how much of a shitlib he is, but Silvio McCauley, MIT guy. Okay, so I know he's super high IQ, and he probably knows how to do computer programming. He definitely knows, at minimum, people who know how to code, so yeah. I don't know, that's good. Yeah, like, all these cryptocurrencies are so good, I don't even know, I can't even keep up with like a fraction of them, but I just know that they're going to change everything. So hopefully, crypto will do whatever damage it can to the, globalist system, and then, the rest of us can take it from there. And yeah, Odyssey actually is an interesting situation, because they are actually a blockchain-based streaming platform. Right? I remember Steam and some other thing was trying to do the same thing. They couldn't get it to work. But Odyssey got it to work. So it's just a matter of, are they going to censor people? I'm going to say it's a 50-50, believe it or not. I only got 2,800 algo, but I'm a wagey. That's still a lot, because how much is that? $2,800 plus 60% of that. 60%. My God. I don't feel like doing math in my head right now. 1.60. $4,480. That's a good chunk of money. Remember, I turned 500 grand into 254,000. So you're already like 9 times above what I started with. So you're sitting pretty. Granted, you probably need more time, but that's still a good amount of money, because that money is going to easily turn into, I want to say, at least 20,000-30,000. I mean, what would you do with 20,000-30,000? Obviously, you're going to try to grow that, but I'm sure you also have other crypto holdings too. So, I don't know. We were all over the place, but yeah, I'll probably start off with something like this, and then I'll just keep growing the game from there. I got them at 60 cents a pop. Oh. Well, that's good. Well, then just keep holding, because you're making money, and you're earning. Oh yeah, and you're earning interest off of that, right? Because that's what your yield. What is Yieldly? Because every time I hear of Yieldly, I think of Beardson Beardly because of the LY. Algorand no loss prize games. I assume you're in this thing. Okay. Yeah, you're earning interest on that. Yeah, so you're making good money. I mean, obviously 33% is really shit compared to what I want, but this is a very safe coin, and this is literally rank 16. So, I mean, in the world. So you're actually making a lot of money, very safe. I actually want to say basically risk-free, with a chance, of course, to make big money off of the lottery thing that they've got. Each week you automatically receive a Yieldly, token from your stake, as well as have a chance to win a big Algorand prize. The prize source of the pool's accrued staking rewards. Downside, there is no downside. Everyone's a winner. Keeps your stake and reward irrespective of the weekly prize draw outcome. So you don't even have to freaking do anything. Yeah, you literally just get like free shit, and then there's a small chance, I assume it's small, chance to make a lot of money. You don't even do anything. See, I wish they had this in like the 2000s. This is exactly what I was looking for. You know, before 2008, when I was in college, right? When I was in 2000, 2001. This is what I wanted, but it didn't exist back then. 1,300 people. Yeah. Yeah, this is solid. Yeah, if you want risk-free stuff, this is a good project. Yeah, that's a good project. That's it. Yeah, they think whales always win, but last week someone at 200 Algorand won 30. My God. 38,000? Shit. That's a nice chunk of my current net worth. I'll leave the words at net worth. I don't want to reveal what I really have. $60,800. Shit, maybe I should buy like some Algorand, just like 50 Algorand and stake it there, and maybe I got 400 Algorand stakes on Yieldly. So does staking more Algorand increase your chances of winning? Does staking more algo increase odds of winning? Yieldly. Okay, so apparently the answer is yes. Okay, from my understanding, if you stake Algorand, you get a chance to win the lottery. Okay, well, more than the utility. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to read this thing again. Okay, staking for 1 week, that is true. You will receive 1 ticket for each algo you stake and keep it in. Okay, so yes, the more Algorand you have, the more chances you win. 1 Algorand equals 1 ticket. So yes, a person with 1 million Algorand will have a much better chance of winning than, say, someone with 100, which makes sense. Okay, every week the Chainlink VRF random number selector will choose a winner at random. The winner is rewarded 85% of the Algorand prize pool. This reward is already distributed to the winner's wallet. The other 15% of the prize pool will go to the folks staking Yieldly. Okay. How much money is staked in this? Let me see if I can actually find that out. Guess I have to use, here we go. Okay, so I think this is the one. Ah, there we go. Total value. Okay, so 44.58 million Algorand is staked, or $72.2 million. The estimated prize is this clown. Your estimated equal, how much we expect the Yieldly reward to be. It is calculated based on how much Yieldly is being distributed to participants and the price of the Yieldly. I have to admit, I'm actually kind of tempted to try this. Oh shit. This runs on the Ethereum blockchain, doesn't it? I guess I'll have to try Moonpots. Is Moonpots... How bad is Moonpots right now? $6.29. Ouch. Well, the Ziggy pot is 210 grand. Yeah, I'd take something like that. They have other pots. Oh, they actually have other pots too now. Well, that's good. Well, okay. This is a lot of money, actually. I mean, the APY is still shit, but... Okay. So you can stake Yieldly and Algorand. Okay. Interesting. Ah. Okay, yeah, it says earn Yieldly. So if you stake in the prize pool here, you get back Yieldly tokens. And then you can then combine your Algorand and Yieldly tokens into the liquidity pool here and earn 34% APY. So your actual real APY is 9.1%. If you're going exclusive, because I think if your shit is in this liquidity pool, you're not in the prize pool. Like, you're not getting the tickets for that. So it depends on what you want. Do you want more yield, or do you want more chances to win the big kahuna? Now that's the thing. I think this is a winner take all, so only one person gets this entire thing. Oh, I clicked it on accident, so dang. Oh yeah, you get 85% of this, but I mean, you still get like a million. You still get like so much freaking money. 400 tickets in the raffle, but some whale can stake like 100,000 Algorand. I use my Algo wallet. Algorand is on what blockchain? I'm pretty sure it's Ethereum. Oh, or are they? Oh, maybe they're their own blockchain. Oh, they're their own blockchain. Yeah, Gemini and Kraken. Okay, they're good old proof of stake. Okay, so they're actually their own blockchain. Never mind. How are I hope? So I hope their fees are low. Excuse me. Silvio Micali actually won something from here? Check winners. Ether scan. I don't know. I think Algorand, does Algorand actually run on the Ethereum network? Because it took me to Ethereum. So I kind of don't want, yeah, look at this transaction fee. Yeah, this runs on the Ethereum network. I usually swear that off. No, he created, based out of Boston. Oh yeah, you mentioned that before. Okay. Yeah, Silvio sounds like a smart guy. So Algorand, yeah, Algorand's a solid project. Oh, it runs on Ethereum. Okay. Yeah, because it took me to Etherscan, and I saw the transactions on it. So $6.16 for one transaction. That's actually considered very cheap for Ethereum, but you know, when everything comes back up for crypto in the markets, I mean, that $6 is going to be like $200-300. So, because I don't think Ethereum 2.0 is coming out anytime soon either. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. I've been streaming so much that my Mighty Party has actually almost done opening up all my reward chests. Alright, I think I better actually go for real because it's already 6 o'clock. I have done no work. I should probably do a little bit of work. Alright. And, I mean, I just need... What do I have to do today? I gotta fire up my standalone client, record a video of myself. Wait, let me think. I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. No, I better do it separately because I just need a recorded video and I can take screenshots of my game. Yeah, you gotta go get dinner, so, yeah. Alright, so I will see all of you tomorrow, which I think is, yeah, Wednesday, after the market's close, so, again, oh, actually, before everyone goes, make sure you guys follow this YouTube. Because if I start having to actually reduce my Bitcoin streams like these, because I'm going to be transferring it over probably to the developer stream on Dragonflare Studios, so that'd be a nice place to talk. The only problem is I probably have to be more careful about talk about political shit, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I especially have to avoid any, you know, copyrighted shit. Alright, so anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow after markets close. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that was a fun stream. Good talking. Good talking.